The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 136. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co host, Joel.
Yes, sir.
As always, as we get into the episode, go subscribe to us on YouTube if you have not done so already, as well as all of our other social medias like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and including the audio streaming platforms wherever you listen to your podcasts. So, a couple things happened this past 7 days. We're recording this Thursday night, so since last Thursday night, we've a couple things happened in the world of wrestling. The first thing I wanted to talk about, um, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis debuted for SmackDown this last Friday night.
Yeah.
Then bring two questions. Actually, I'm going to ask you. Um, what are your thoughts? The first one is your thoughts on Nick Aldis debuting for WWE. Second question: what are your thoughts on them bringing back general managers now? Because that's now a thing.
Which makes no sense because they don't even care about the draft anymore. So like, why are we bringing back general managers? And then they were talking all about this trade and stuff, right? They talk about this trade, and then Cody and Jay are defending their belts on the show. What what we doing? Also, Nick Aldis, like, he's there.
Yeah,
He's there. Are you
I
a
heard he
Nick
signed
Aldis
like full
fan?
time with them though, so it's like
Yeah.
he's
Are you a fan of his?
yeah. I would say so. I mean, I have a feeling that this is going to eventually lead to. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen soon because it just makes no sense. But I feel like it's going to eventually lead to an in-ring debut for him in WWE. Um, would I love to see that happen? Of course. I mean, even if it's one time, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind it.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like that's the setup for this to kind
Like
of have
like where they're
fans,
heading.
yeah. So that way the
Gotcha.
fans can know who he is and like get familiarized with his work. Because for Adam Pierce, for example, for a while I didn't know who he was when I saw him. I'm like, why the hell is this random guy just
Yeah.
managing both shows? But then now I got used to him. It's like, okay, he's cool. But
Yeah.
same thing for Nick Aldis. I have a feeling that it's going to be the same exact thing. Like they're just going to introduce him just randomly, and then hope people will get a reaction out of him going forward. You know,
Yeah.
it's his first
I
show, so
I guess so, yeah. I saw him and I was like I saw everybody reporting it like, yo, Nick
yeah.
Aldis is gonna be on SmackDown tonight, and I was just like,
It's
okay,
cool.
like
I mean,
okay, like
yeah,
I've never been the biggest Nick Aldis fan. Like I always found him like I don't know, I just could never get into him. I do remember when Cody threw a whole pay per view just to take the title off of him, but other than that, I'm not like never really sold on the guy.
yeah,
I've just never really been into him. So like when people were so like hype about him coming into WWE, I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it was just one of those for me.
I
But
mean,
those signings happen all the time, and then sometimes they change my mind, and sometimes they don't.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that is true. I mean, I hope it does because I don't want to be too negative about this yet,
Hopefully, no, I'm not being negative. It's just
or not,
it
not, not
wasn't
not
like
necessarily
it
negative,
wasn't
but
the
like,
biggest moment for me. You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah,
cool. It was dope to
it
see
was
him on
cool.
TV. Like he got a spot and stuff, but like the way people were hyping it up, you would have thought like The Rock was coming back. I saw it on every like going on Friday. If you was swiping down Twitter, you were swiping down Instagram. It was just his picture. He's gonna be, or like just on Twitter, just Nick Aldis is gonna be on SmackDown. He's gonna be introduced. Like, relax, bud. Take it
That it
easy.
would have for me, it would have been a bigger deal if they would have been kept as a surprise.
Yeah,
You know, that would have been
because
like,
then
oh
maybe I
shit,
would have had a different take on it and would have been like, oh, that's a cool moment. But since
yeah.
everybody was reporting about it and like I'm not the biggest fan, I saw it and I was like, okay, like it is what it is.
I mean, I get because yeah, I understand. I mean, like it doesn't feel like a big deal because of
Yeah.
it being announced prior.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I'm trying to think of somebody that when Jeff Jarrett showed up in AEW, I loved that. A lot of
Yeah,
people hated that.
it
You know
was
what I
it
mean?
was unexpected. It was
Yeah,
unexpected because it was like,
yeah.
oh shit, Jeff Jarrett's here.
But
You
a
know,
lot of people were like, why do they need him? The same way I'm with Nick Aldis. Why? Why him out of all people?
I mean, it's. I mean, he's a producer. He's producing stuff, so I'm pretty sure he
Cause
was
like you could,
probably.
cause you could have gave that role to Jason Jordan.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have
That
been
would have
a
been.
cool moment. Cause we all know he's been back there. We all know he's been
Yeah,
back there for years. They haven't done nothing with him like on camera. It would have been a cool moment. Like he's now the manager. Like
Maybe he will do something. I don't know.
never know, but that's how I looked at it. I was just like, I'm not the biggest fan, so it is what it is, though. But hopefully,
That's
he
why
changes my mind.
that's why I feel like it's leading to like a in ring debut for
Yeah,
him in WWE. I don't know if he's gonna be wrestling, like just wrestling going forward after this whole general manager stuff.
yeah,
But I feel like that's what it's getting into, and this is probably the best way for fans to get to know him more.
yeah,
Because what else would you do? Maybe he just wants to produce,
yeah.
do stuff back there, get that, just
Maybe he's
have a
fine with
job.
just an on-camera role. Maybe he's just like, I'm done. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. He's still young though, which is kind of weird. But he was
How
hanging up
old
the
is he?
boots,
I feel
mid
like he's been
thirties.
around for. He's only in his mid 30s. I feel like he's
Yeah,
been
he's a couple
around
years younger than Mickey
forever.
James. I know that.
Hold up, I
He's
gotta
younger
look
than
this
Mickey
up. I
James.
gotta see the exact age. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I
I know he's
forgot.
still young. He looks young. He
I
still
also
looks
feel
like
like that's
he's
why he gets a pass with a lot of people because of
yeah.
Mickey James.
Yeah.
I feel like he gets a pass with her. Let's see. 36.
36. Oh.
Wow, 36. Yeah, that's crazy.
But I feel yeah, you're right though. I feel like he has been wrestling for a while though.
Yeah.
It's with Impact and everything, so it's like
Oh my god, an impact. Yeah. That was something.
maybe he was like, I've done what I wanted to do in wrestling. Maybe there's nothing left for me to do. He probably didn't want to go to AEW. Probably didn't want to go to Impact again. He
Yeah.
was like, if this opportunity came up, I'd rather do that than
I'll
continue
just do
wrestling elsewhere.
exactly. That made sense. Just wow, he's only in his mid 30s. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Because
Cuz I
I don't
remember he
know.
was
Like,
with Main Event Mafia. I remember he was doing all that stuff.
yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, he's been
So I
around
don't know.
forever.
I don't feel like part of me feels like he is done. Maybe he's done for now, and then maybe he'll eventually
Taking a break
bring
for a
out his
little
boots
bit.
again. Yeah, exactly, exactly,
Trying like a new lane to see maybe I like this better. You know what I mean?
exactly, exactly. And plus, it would be cool if like me. I have a feeling it would be Cody, his first opponent, just to
Yeah, it probably will be the
yeah,
rematch of the century.
hey, WrestleMania, that'd probably be it
And they just mentioned they've faced off once before. They don't even
in
mention it.
Chicago and
Yeah, they don't even talk about it. Just they faced off once before.
yeah. That's probably he's finishing the story, and that's how he finishes. Or he
Finish the
gets back.
story.
He didn't
Nick,
say what
Nick,
story he was finishing.
Nick needs to finish the story. He needs that rematch, baby.
Yeah. Uh,
Nah, but it was a cool moment. It was cool for what it was. Um, Talking about like him coming out at the moment he did. How are we feeling about Roman now? Because I know for a while
um,
you were like, I'm over it.
I mean, like, I am glad that Roman's back. I mean,
Hmm.
at this point, I feel like they should just drop the title at some point. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest, like, I love Roman. I'm not like a Roman hater or anything. It's just that like, I saw him with the title. I'm like, does he really need to hold it if he's not gonna do anything
Who
with it?
does who I saw him come out, right? Who does he
Yeah.
remind you of?
Like,
Who does
what
Roman
do you mean?
remind you of?
Like, presence
The
wise, or
the
like,
yeah, the presence, the reaction he got. Who?
were you gonna say The Rock or Cena?
Nah, he's on Brock's level right now. He's on
Yeah.
Brock, and the type of timing they're on with him. Roman Reigns returns this Friday. Like the type of timing they're on with him, they're trying to treat him like that, like
Yeah.
he's the big deal, which he is. Like shout out Roman for making himself like that, but
Yeah.
he is a big deal. You know what I mean? So like, it's crazy to see right now that they're just dropping a lot of people into the story mix, which
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna help them, if it's gonna hurt them down the road. We don't know because now you have they opened up with Roman Cena, then Roman LA. Later in the night, Roman Cody. Later on social media, we saw Karrion Cross was watching from backstage from like the side, watching the little face down.
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
I feel like with that, it's like I think they know that our favorite person to want to go up against Roman is LA Knight.
I think
That's what
so
everyone
too.
wants to see happen.
Yeah,
But I think they're trying to throw us off with like having Cena involved with the mix, Cody in that moment, and then Karrion Cross watching from the side. It's like they're trying to throw us off here. Maybe it's like the same thing of what? they're doing with the women's world championship. It's like maybe it's gonna be a fatal 4-way, fatal 5-way,
Yeah.
um, to make it a big fight field rather than just one on one again. Because the thing is, I said this a while back. I think the perfect way to have Roman lose it is by not having him get pinned. If they're gonna make it a triple threat fatal 4-way, it'd be cool to have like Cody in it, Cena, LA Knight, and Roman Reigns in
Yeah, it
fatal
makes
4-way.
sense. Yeah.
Because Cross, even though they posted that social media thing up, that was kind of random. It's like, why
So
have Cross?
random.
Yeah,
So random,
he
which I think he's gonna be since they just lost the belts, I think he's gonna feud with Cody and keep him
maybe,
occupied for a little bit while Roman
maybe,
deals with LA, Cena, AJ, and he ties up all those so that he can finally tie up this fucking Cody story
yeah,
and
because
beat him again at Mania. That'd be cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, at least they have like opponents lined up for Roman now. Like we said
Yeah.
this, I think the last time we spoke. It's like now seems like LA Knight versus Roman at Crown Jewel, maybe Survivor Series Cena, or they do something. Remember that one time like 2 years ago, the last year where it was like Finn was supposed to face Roman and Cena came out, signed the contract, whatever, or it was Finn that signed it instead of Cena.
I remember something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the same thing's gonna happen. It's gonna be LA Knight, then Cena ends up signing the contract. Is nah, I don't want LA Knight. I want Cena at Crown
Okay.
Jewel. Because like at Crown Jewel again, they're like
Cena
it's
and Roman is the match for Crown Jewel. I feel
yeah, that's what as much as I want to see LA Knight go for it, it
that's
feels like
where it should happen. It should
yeah.
happen over there.
Because it's
Especially
what
they love the stars. They love the
exactly, exactly.
stars.
It's what they want. It's what they want to see. If they want to see Cena and Roman, they might
Yeah,
put that
you
again.
can't give LA Knight his first title defense. It's
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Survivor Series would be a bigger deal for it.
Yeah.
Because it's sold out, I think. It's sold out.
What?
Um so Survivor Series.
Yeah, it
It's what
should be.
I've
They're
seen.
hot
Like
right
it's
now.
tickets.
They should be. The fuck?
Yeah. So if
But
anything, that's
also their
probably better.
prices be crazy, so I could believe it that it's not sold out.
Yeah. Uh, but
Shit,
yeah,
I saw the fucking shit for the holiday show they're doing here. I was like,
MSG.
yo, this is a house show.
Exactly.
Relax. Like,
It's cheaper
damn.
per SmackDown. It's like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, damn. But I guess MSG, it's all about that. But we're just jumping around now because since we're already talking about Cody, how you feel about Judgment Day getting the tag belts back?
I think I would prefer to have it on Judgment Day over Cody and Jay.
hundred
As
percent.
much as much as it was entertaining from that press conference on Fastlane, like you saw the chemistry between Cody and Jay, but it was like
Yeah,
I think it was a mistake to give it to them. Like, yeah, it was cool. Like, yeah, I was I didn't think it was gonna last long, anyways.
yeah,
Not this long, but like I think it would make sense to have it kept on Judgment Day because they,
yeah. It made no sense for them to get it in the first place, like you said. It made no sense. That was a mistake. That should have never
yeah,
happened. I guess you wanted it so that you can try and get the tie-in with having the moment that happened with Cody. Like you can't get him to SmackDown without that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then also the way they lost the belts. You know what I mean? So it's like I guess you
yeah,
gotta tie in everything. So maybe that was what they were planning, but it just seems so random. Like why take it off of them and give it back to him? What 2 weeks later?
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. I would have preferred them not having the titles on. That was the plan.
Yeah,
Like just why I don't get it. But or maybe it's just so that way they can have a transitional champion to have Judgment Day become a two-time tag team champion now.
yeah.
Um, for the sake of that. Um, but I don't think the Judgment Day should lose it anytime soon, though. I think they should
Nah,
keep
no
it on
shit.
a little bit longer
They
than
should
what they
definitely
have it.
hold on to that.
Yeah.
They didn't hold on
Uh,
to that for a while. Let them just
yeah, I would
dominate the
say at
tag
least the
division.
Royal Rumble. At least
Yeah,
Royal Rumble.
and also let them do the Freebird rule. Let Dom get some matches in there. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He has the North American Championship and that belt, so it
Yeah,
makes
I think
sense.
that's dope. Yeah.
That'd be sick. What are your thoughts on Logan Paul now challenging Rey Mysterio for the U.S. belt? He called him out after his boxing match last weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was so
the mo-
random.
the most fixed match I've ever seen. Like crazy, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, he cool. I like the match. Hopefully he takes the belt off of him.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be a cool moment. What do they do with Logan Paul after that? I do not know. Is this
It's
leading to Ricochet? Is this leading to like what are we doing?
I think I don't know. I think
Because
there's a
they
lot
keep
of people.
reposting that too, the Ricochet
Yeah,
stuff. I'm like, that's not by mistake. Feel like,
yeah,
you know what I
maybe.
mean?
Yeah, I just think it's cool if Logan ends up beating Ray for the title, because then that means that we get to see more Logan Paul on WWE television for a little bit.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because if he's a champion, he's most likely going to be seen on television here and there and
Yeah.
defending the title more often,
And you know what that
unless he works
does?
a part-time schedule.
That
If
tickets
like
go up.
exactly, exactly. Um,
It's a smart move.
it- I would give him a lengthy title reign too. I
Really.
wouldn't.
How long? How long you think?
Same thing as I said for the Judgment Day, at least till
Word.
Rumble.
Okay. I'm down
So
with that.
that way he's a part of the road to WrestleMania, kind of.
Okay.
Maybe he has a match for Mania for the title, and he keeps it on. It's in Philly, you know what I mean. It's probably sold out anyways. I don't know if it's, I don't know, but I
Yeah,
think it would be
they
cool to
got
see him
no
part of that.
problem selling that out. Got
Yeah.
no problem with that.
So would it be cool to see like
Yeah.
maybe he does walk in Mania as a champion? That's not something that people were probably expecting to walk out as Mania as champion. Uh, but I think that'd be cool to see. That's not, I think he deserves the mid card championship. Not the world championship yet, but like
Then they.
it.
I was gonna say, imagine they let him win the Rumble. How much of an uproar do you think that would have?
Ooh,
How you think the
this
internet would react to that?
this year's Rumble, I think it'll be mostly negative comments. I would say, not like he. I personally think he should get negative comments, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like it, and I
And that
understand why though.
because of like the way that the roster's set up right now. There's so
Yeah,
many other guys that you could give it to. That if you give it to Logan, that's gonna be tough.
but giving it to
It's
Logan are
not a
probably
bad
more.
choice, but you're gonna get a lot of backlash for it. I mean, you will get a lot of coverage for Mania though,
Yeah,
because
I feel like you get
everyone.
a lot of coverage
Oh
for
my
the United States
god! Imagine
Championship
they
win.
do that. That's actually smart.
Mm, because I wouldn't say this year though. I think that's why I'm saying the United States Championship win would probably give him coverage already. You
Yeah,
know, if Logan Paul defeats Rey Mysterio in a championship match.
yeah,
He would bring that to his podcast. He would bring that to like all of Jake's fights or his fights.
yep.
So you'll see the United States Championship belt wherever he goes. So kind of I think you said this when he was facing Roman last year, to where like imagine if you'd always see the United States Championship everywhere he goes.
Everywhere,
So
everywhere.
that would be automatic coverage because like yeah, like, the Royal Rumble would be a big thing, a big shocker, but you can't really promote that elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like if he goes to a boxing match, where they're gonna be like, oh, the 20.
You could promote that crazy because you could be like from YouTuber to main eventer on wrestling, pro wrestling's biggest stage. You crazy? You know his followers would watch that. You know random people
Yeah,
that watch his YouTube boxing shit would order WrestleMania.
probably. But then the thing is, with the United States Championship, you could order every single pay per view.
Yeah,
Well, $10 a month for Peacocks, but
yeah,
same thing. But I think it'd be cool either way. I mean, WrestleMania, yeah, you probably want WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year to have a lot more eyes on
yeah.
it.
And if he wins,
Yeah,
it's over from there. Because
but
then
this,
not
I'm,
only did they hook you in to catch you for this one, he won the belt. You're gonna have to watch tomorrow too.
yeah, I'm,
You know what
I'm,
I mean?
I'm
It's gonna
desperate.
be
Yeah,
like that, and that's
yeah.
why I feel like it would like it's a good business move if you're like, yo, put the title on Logan real quick.
'Cause I could definitely see him
Let's
winning
try
the.
something real quick.
I could definitely see him winning the Rumble soon. It's just I don't think it'll be smart to give it to him this 2024.
Nah, I don't
You
think so.
know, same thing for the ring, the WWE Championship last year. Like, yeah, he's definitely winning the WWE Championship at some point, but like, I don't think that time was the perfect time to do it.
Yeah,
It was just for the sake of probably getting more eyes on Crown Jewel.
yeah.
Um,
You needed a main event that was gonna turn heads,
exactly, exactly.
and it
So I
did.
think maybe if he announces the Rumble appearance, maybe people will be like, "Oh shit, he could possibly win this."
Yeah,
Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll see what
exactly.
happens. So who knows? Who knows with that?
Facts.
I
But
kind of I kind of want him to win the United States
I hope
Championship from
so.
Ray.
I hope he does. Ray don't
At
need
least
it. Ray don't need it.
I know Santos could have gotten it. Maybe that's the reason how he loses it. Like maybe it's not even a a clean pin. Like
Yo,
maybe Santos like, yo,
we have been booking this this turn for how long now? I
we
need
booked
it to
Dominic's
happen
turn for
already. Yeah, we booked that shit for like 2 years. We need
yeah.
Santos to happen. Please don't take 2 years again. Please don't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They slowly teased Dominic's turn. That took 2 years. This is like they already started the teases for it. Now it's like fuck.
Yeah. Come on, let's just let
You
it
got
happen.
you got
That would
Dragon
be a
Lee in the mix.
yeah, that would be cool for a way for him to lose the title. Let's do
And
that.
then the thing is too with that feud, and it also makes sense with now Carlito back. So like imagine that could literally be a match for Survivor Series: Santos and Legado versus Rey Mysterio, Carlito, and Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
There you go,
Writes
3 on 3.
itself. Hire this man. Come on. What are we
Yeah,
doing? What
exactly.
are we doing?
I can see
Cause
the
that's a
future.
fire match. Yeah, that's a fire match.
Yeah, makes
WWE gotta
sense.
stop fucking playing, man. You gotta stop
Yeah,
playing. Stop giving me this fucking. Oh, he might turn. He might not. Just do it already. Let's go.
yeah.
We
I
already know it's
can
gonna happen.
exactly. It's pretty
It's
obvious.
just we don't know when, which is exciting. But now I've been waiting too long. I'm getting frustrated. There's two
Yeah,
differences. Cause then now it's not gonna be like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be like, fucking finally he did. Like,
exactly.
been trying to call this for months.
Yeah, I think with Dominic's turn, I think the people were cheering for that when it happened. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, people are excited that it happened now, finally.
Hell yeah, because people were waiting for that to happen. That was a big
Exactly.
moment.
Big, yeah, in the UK,
Yeah.
that was made it even bigger.
Oh yeah,
So
it did
makes
happen
sense
in
to
the
do it
UK.
at Saudi. That makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, it would be a that would be a dope moment.
Yeah,
Have him do it the same way, close, catch him.
yeah. Like they're celebrating the ring, or
Yeah,
like
almost take
after the
his
match,
neck.
you're like,
Yeah, almost take his neck off. That'd be crazy.
yeah, like low blow somebody, then just clothesline the
Yeah,
shit. You know?
it's lit.
Yeah, that was a crazy clothesline too. The way he did it, I was like,
So I say almost.
I never seen Dominic hit someone that hard.
I'm telling you, almost took his neck off, bro. That shit would have been in the fifth row.
He winded his arm back so hard.
Yo, you saw it. He like went all the way back, and you saw in his face. He meant that shit. He
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, pop. Yeah, all right, cool. I got
Uh,
you. It's receipt time for the past 25 years."
exactly. Uh,
What
um.
else? What else happened? Oh, big news, heartbreaking news. Sting.
Yeah.
It's actually the end of
I
an
saw it
era.
coming.
Yeah, I
I
knew that
saw
was
it
gonna be
coming.
the announcement. Um,
I feel like that was coming.
I will never say fuck Vince McMahon. I would never say fuck Vince McMahon, but
Except for this moment.
Vince fucked up.
Yeah.
Vince fucked up. This is a moment that I want to say fuck you, Vince. Like, for you to finally get this guy, right? After years, you get this guy. You decide to bring him in, put him in the video game, cool. You're going to do a couple matches with the guy. Let's debut him against, like, do the old school WCW, WWE guy thing. Cool. Why wouldn't you get the most dominant guy from one company to the most dominant guy from the other company? That would have been the smart way to do it. We would have finally gotten Sting and Taker. And we ended up getting Sting and Triple H.
And Seth Rollins for like 3 months.
Yeah. I'm very angry. I've always been angry about that WrestleMania match.
Here's the thing though. Like
No, don't
I
here's the
get
thing, Nick.
no
Don't
wait
here's the thing.
no wait hear me out because I get the frustration part with like
Go
not
ahead.
being able to see that match. I get it.
Go ahead.
But at that time, he got injured and he sat out basically until he made his AEW debut. The thing is, as fans watching it from the TV screen,
Yeah.
as people who don't work there,
Yeah.
we don't know what they had planned for after that. Maybe
Well,
if, God forbid,
Oh.
he goes into an interview and he says, oh, after Seth Rollins, I was supposed to face Undertaker at so-and-so pay-per-view. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Again, we're just fans speculating that
exactly.
they didn't say shit. So we don't know what would have happened if
No,
that
you're
match
right.
didn't happen.
You're definitely right. But guess what? Fuck you, WWE, because that should have been the first fucking thing you did. Why Triple H? They got no history. They got nothing that's in common. What's it? Oh, so
They just
Triple H
wanted
could
that
get
moment at
Triple H
Mania.
could get this win over another WCW guy because he didn't go through the list of Booker T, Scott Steiner, Goldberg. He didn't get everybody. You're mad he didn't get everybody, so you gotta give him Sting too. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all waited too long because even if you were gonna do it after Rollins, that's still too long. That should have been the first thing out the bat, bro. It should have been Sting Taker Mania 31. Think about the match that Sting had, right? Think about
Yeah.
the match Undertaker had. Did they both still look good?
Yeah.
In
They
that
did.
year, they both still look good, right?
Yeah.
That would have been the perfect fucking time. Because after that, they both kind of started aging. Undertaker
Yeah.
did all right at 32. 33, he showed he was old.
Yeah. That was the
You had your moment. You had your moment. You blew it. I get it. You want to do Bray and Taker so bad. So bad. You know what's even crazier? You could have done that at 30.
mhm.
That should have been the big match at 30. Taker and Bray. Then Bray beats him for the streak. Now Taker has nothing to lose when he goes into this match with Sting the next year. And now it's just a free for it. It's a old school WWE guy, WCW guy, and we don't have the fucking run-ins of DX and NWO, which made no sense because most of his career he was against the NWO for maybe a couple months that he was with the Wolfpack. But other than that, he was against them. So why would they help him? It made no sense. I hate that moment so much in history. It's a cool moment because a lot of people look back at it as like nostalgia, like, oh, they brought the old guys back. That was a horrible moment because that's the moment I remember we could have had Sting and Taker.
That I think that was like the most poorly booked match that year, mainly. I think everything else was good except for that one match. So the match that they thought was gonna be good was like, nah, not.
How did Sting should have got that dub.
Yeah.
You could have gave him that dub. He's the icon Sting.
Exactly. And I'm so and he was still signed with WWE after that too. And it wasn't until he got let go like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I didn't even know he was still signed, which is the crazy part.
Yeah, because he was on like the Legends deal. After he got injured,
Yeah.
they just had him on the Hall of Fame contract.
Yeah, they definitely could have had him more on television. I mean, what
Yeah,
were
you
they
could
gonna
have
do?
done a lot more with him.
Yeah.
Man, they messed up on the Sting part. They really did because they could have executed that so much better. Because they could have even done a sit down with him and Taker and just have them like talk about the old days and how they kind of like came up joining. You know what I mean? They were both from Texas.
Yeah.
It made sense. Like could just do a sit down with these two. Nah, you couldn't.
They didn't
give
even
me
do an
that.
interview with each other?
No, because Vince don't fuck with us. He didn't want to give us that.
Yeah, I thought they did. I thought they would have done that. But
Nah,
that's
but
it.
that
That's
would-
even crazy. They didn't
That's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. It would have been smart since he's he's injured now. He can't fight.
Yeah.
Undertaker's aging. All right, you know what we should do? Let's just put them on a table for 3. Why not put them on the Stone Cold podcast together? Why not do that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
made no sense.
that made a lot more sense to do.
Yeah.
And it's
But yeah,
crazy.
when I saw that, when I heard he was retiring, I was like, shout out Sting because he has like such a great career. But that will always be on my mind that like we never
What if?
got like yeah, but it's not even what if they were both signed at the same time and they were both healthy. Why not? That's the question. If I ever got to meet Vince, that would be the one question I ask him.
If I ever would have met Sting or Taker,
anybody could ask him about the steroid trial, the Attitude Era moment. Bro, why did we not get Taker Sting at WrestleMania 31? That's the one question.
let me ask you this.
What's up?
What if you met Triple H? What would you ask him?
Ooh, one question I would ask Triple H.
Like in terms of like creativity wise, now.
Like now? Oh, okay.
Yeah, not like all time.
As a career overall. Because I would have been like, yo, as you were like deep in the cheeks, were you like, this company's mine when I marry this girl? Like, you know what I mean? That's a good question to ask. That's a good question.
That's
Like,
weird.
what,
That's weird.
because people are
That's
like,
weird.
yo, he planned it. But, like, I don't think he planned it. But down the line, like, you have to at least think about it and be like, yo, I'm with the boss's daughter. You know what I mean? Like, my career's skyrocketing. Probably not because of her, because he was also just fucking good. But he was
Yeah.
chilling. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
had to cross his mind. Not that he did it because of that, but I want to just ask, why? Like, did it
Yeah.
ever cross your mind? But right now, creatively, does Cody really have to finish the story? And what
Probably,
is he
yeah.
feeling on that? What is his feeling on that?
It could even be like an NXT question, like,
What, NXT question?
or either yeah, from NXT till now.
Why did you slaughter the great idea that you had of NXT on the WWE network and bring it to TV and kill it?
Yeah.
That's a
Or
good question.
why did you give up NXT to Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, yeah. The
Like,
man
yo,
can't
you
see
had a good
straight.
thing,
What
man.
we doing? Yeah, what we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be my question. Like, why did you give it up to Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, like what the hell, man? But he had that the health problems and shit, so he couldn't do it
Oh
from day to
yeah,
day.
that is true.
But
Forgot about
like,
that.
my question would be that was it your idea to bring it to TV, or was this like Vince, like, yo, the money sucking cow, let's put it on TV? You know what I mean? Like, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Because even switches to Tuesdays. I'm like, you don't need to have it on Tuesdays and on TV. You know what I mean? It's like,
And why
what's the
two
point then?
hours? Why 2 hours,
Yeah,
bro? The one
exactly.
hour show will always be my favorite, just because I've every time I explain it, I say the same thing. You didn't get tired of no one because you didn't
Yeah,
see everyone every week. That's why it was so different from the main roster, because it was like, this is special. We don't see them every week, so we get to appreciate them when we do see them.
yeah,
Kind of like the Brock Roman thing that we were talking about earlier. We don't see them every week, so it becomes special when we do. So when you
yeah.
hear
That is
that
true.
Roman Reigns music, when you hear that Brock music, it's like, it's fucking lit. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
different reaction than when Cody's music hit. Of course, he's gonna always get a reaction. He's not gonna get that reaction though.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, you know what reaction I'm talking. He's not gonna get that one though. You're not gonna get
yeah,
that every night when I see you every Monday and almost every Friday now. And that Wednesday, that Tuesday, I saw you 2 weeks ago. That week, I saw you every show you was on. I'm not gonna
exactly.
get to,
Imagine
you
you
know
show
what
up
I
on
mean?
Dynamite on Wednesday, like, oh shit.
You gotta show a clip of him, just be like, just make sure he was on all wrestling TV that week.
Yeah,
But it was like,
uh,
after a while, it's gonna get like tiring.
yeah. That is
You know
true.
what I mean? And that's why I think we got tired of Cena, because Cena was so loyal to us, and we turned our back on him because we saw him every week and we got tired of him. Right? They never got tired of Hogan in the 80s. Think about it. They never get tired of Hogan in the 80s. When did people start getting tired of Hogan?
Like
The 90s, when he
90s.
was with
Yeah,
WCW. Yeah. Like a year into WCW, he started getting booze. That was the whole reason he changed to NWO. But you know
yeah,
what made people hate him and get tired of him? He decided to be on weekly television.
exactly.
In the 80s, there was a show maybe every 2 Saturdays. You know what I mean? And like, well, they'll give like Saturdays every Saturday would have a show, but you would only see Hogan on some of them. You weren't
Yeah,
seeing him every week. He was a special attraction. And then when he didn't become a special attraction, when he went to WCW and they had the weekly show, people said, okay. And then it was like, okay, I'm going to change it up. He changed it up. He killed it. You know what happened? People got tired of him again. People got tired
yeah,
of the NWO because it was all over TV. We saw
yeah.
it every week. Why did Undisputed Era work for so long that it did? We didn't see
Because
them
you
every
only
week.
saw a few of them every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if we did, we saw one member or the tag team. You know what I mean? We wouldn't see
yeah,
all of them together. Maybe once in a while. And then when they would, it would be like, oh shit, like they gotta cut a promo. Lit. But like,
yeah.
that's why we didn't get tired of people as quick as we do now. Because we
I
don't
feel
see them.
like if for the Undisputed Era, if they wouldn't have gone to 2 hours, I think they would have still been a thing right now. in
Oh
WWE.
yeah, yeah. But how successful would it be?
Yeah,
Would we
that
have
is
been
true.
tired of it already? Would they have had to shift it? They would have to change it up because it would have got stale.
I think
Because
they could have
it was
gotten
such a
like
hot group, they would have used them every week.
I think they would have at least changed the members around here and there.
Yeah,
Like I don't think they would have kept it as them for it specifically. Maybe they would have had like a new leader
yeah,
or something different to where like oh shit that's different
exactly.
now.
It's kind of like
Oh
what they're doing right now with Judgment Day. Judgment
yeah,
Day. If you think about it, there was a time that we were like, they just keep losing on TV. Like I'm tired. Like you know what I mean? There was a time that they were just losing all the time, and I was like, ah, this is annoying. And then
yeah,
somebody in creative said, you know what? Give Rhea the belt. Let her be the leader. Okay, cool. I popular again. They now helping her and stuff. She's like dominant. She's putting them in matches and stuff. I give Dom the belt. Come on, let's see
yeah,
what. Okay, now the reactions getting more. They're booing the shit out of him because now they hate him.
yeah.
Okay, let's put Finn in the world title picture and let's give Priest the Money in the Bank just to like change stuff up. Let's let
They
them
all
get
have
some
different
wins
stories.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So now it's like, all right. So they're still trying to figure out Judgment Day with keeping us entertained.
yeah,
I think Judgment Day right now is the only thing. Judgment Day and maybe Roman are like the only things we don't know for sure. As you saw,
yeah,
they lost their belts, won them back. We don't know when Priest is gonna cash in. They keep teasing it, but then they keep not teasing it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like still things to keep you interested,
yeah. That is true.
and you gotta keep doing that because if not, they're gonna end up like Hogan and look at Cody. Came out every week. Look at Cody in AEW, right? Not just shitting on Cody, but what did he do every week? He would come out and cut the same
Promo.
blue collar promo. I'm your guy. I'm here for you. Da 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 da. After a while, that's annoying.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, this guy's too nice, and that's why people were waiting. Like when he started
yeah,
teasing the heel turn, people were like, "Oh shit!" Like we're fine, and he never did it. He decided
yeah.
just to.
Just left.
He decided, I don't want to turn here. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go be a
Yeah,
baby face somewhere else where they appreciate me.
and it worked.
If he
And it worked.
loses 2 WrestleManias in a row, he gotta turn heel.
Yeah, probably.
He's gotta turn
Even
heel.
then, he
And
probably wouldn't
I
even do it.
kind of hope it happens so that we can get the best of Cody Rhodes. Because I feel like Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes is good. We're not getting the best. I feel he's the best when he's a heel. And I
yeah.
feel
Oh,
if you let him go to WrestleMania again and lose, people are gonna hate it. But then you're gonna be able to actually tell a good story with Cody. The
I think
story
the
of a
reason.
broken man that now hates everyone, and
Yeah,
you get the dark side of Cody, which ends up winning the belt.
I think the reason why they're not and probably AEW I didn't want him to turn heel is probably the business aspect of it. Because if you
Yeah,
think
but he,
about it, he's
but also
involved in like
yeah, he was the face of everything. Like he was the business guy, but also he was like he had say, so he was probably like, I'm not turning heel. He got wallet, like you know what I mean? Like you feel like you
no, I
wallet.
think he didn't want to do it because he was involved in like a whole bunch of stuff outside. Like he was like the face
Yeah,
of like this business or this promote or this company. They
yeah,
were doing a lot with like some I forgot what company it is, but they work a lot with a lot of local businesses outside of AEW, and it's like
yeah,
imagine if like he turned heel and was a bad guy, he's betrayed the bad guy. These kids are gonna be like, oh shit, why is this bad guy working with that company? Like
yeah.
same thing with John Cena, I guess. You
I
know what I mean?
guess.
Like saying, and also with like that Bully Ray thing. Remember, Bully Ray said that he pitched that Bully Ray gimmick to Vince when they were last in WWE, but he didn't want to do it because of the whole Make a Wish thing,
Yeah, because
or be
don't
a
be a
star thing, the be a
yeah
star
the
thing. Yeah,
don't be a bully, be a star.
yeah.
Didn't like right before COVID they did that promo with Alexa Bliss and who was it, Nia Jax, and kind of like bullied her about her weight. Do you remember
I
that
think so.
storyline?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah, but he didn't want the name bully. That was too much for him.
Yeah,
But bullying someone on TV is fine, but the name bully's wild.
yeah.
He
The
makes
names will.
no sense. He pisses me off. He makes no sense.
But like
Bully Ray would have been lit in WWE.
I
That would have
think
been
because I
cool.
think same thing with Cody and why he's not heel because like he's like known for doing a lot of stuff, good stuff outside of WWE. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, am I so
But
want
you
to
could
see
make
heel
him a
Cody Rhodes?
tweener. You don't gotta make him a full on heel. You could just
Yeah,
have him as a guy. It's just like I don't fuck with y'all. Like
yeah.
y'all, everybody's against me. I'm for me. You know what I mean? I'm not your champion. I'm my champion. Shit like
I'm my own
that. Like
champion.
yeah, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta be a full on heel to not
Yeah,
mess up the image. You could I get that because they're big on like the charities and shit. So it does make sense. But like I think that's a cool story to I think that's a better story than doing it for your father.
yeah, yeah.
Being like,
Probably
yo, I was doing this for him and it got me nowhere. I'm doing this my way. And then we got the ultimate heel of Cody.
because I loved
And then you
everything.
could
Even
and then it's not the ultimate heel because also Roman's at the ultimate heel.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like Cody's kind of a tweener at that point.
but once Roman leaves, you're gonna have that ultimate heel on your
Because you need
show.
an alternate heel to go
Yeah,
against LA Knight, which is Cody
exactly.
Rhodes.
So you have Cody. Yeah, you have Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that makes sense.
Because I came to finish my story and you finished my
And you
story
got your
before
chance
I
before
did.
I did. Yeah,
You got the belt before I didn't even get to finish my story. Boom. Right there, boom. You got a
yeah. That's
heel
it.
on your hand.
Or like maybe like he gets LA Knight gets the chance at WrestleMania and not Cody. That starts the feud after Mania next
That
year.
would be so fire.
Yeah,
I'm so
he gets.
like I'm fine with Cody winning the belt, right? I just don't want him to beat Roman
Who do you want
because
to
I
beat
feel
Roman then?
like he doesn't deserve to beat Roman.
Who would you have beat Roman then?
Either a new superstar or someone who's been holding down the fort for a while,
Gunther.
who should have
That's somebody.
been. Listen, the PWI thing came out right, and they were like the top 1, 2, and 3 is
Yeah,
Mox, Roman, and
Seth.
Seth. Yeah, that should be 2, 3, and 4. Gunther's been wilding this year.
Yeah, yeah,
How is he not number one?
yeah. I don't even know what number he was.
And it
I
makes
don't.
and I don't know like what they go based off of. Is it match numbers, titles won, title defenses? Couldn't tell you.
Because the thing is, I wanted to talk about the PWI women's list that came
Yeah,
out today.
let's talk about it.
Because I know what they're based it off that off. I know what they based off of that list off
What
of.
did they base off of it?
So it's from the period was from October 1st of last year, 2022, to September 15th this year.
Okay.
They base it off of in-ring achievements, influence on the sport or promotion,
Okay.
technical ability,
Gotcha.
quality of competition, and activity, like how
Okay.
active they were in the ring. Um, and the
I didn't even
top
see this
10,
list yet. I haven't seen this
you don't
list.
know the list?
I don't
I
know
only
the
know the
list.
top 10 and like a few other
Okay, let's
things.
talk about it. Let's talk about the top
Number
10.
one, I'll list all the top 10 first, and then
Okay,
you can
and then we'll.
give your thought.
Gotcha.
Number one, Rhea Ripley was number one.
Okay.
Two was Julia from Stardom.
Okay.
Three, Bianca Belair.
Hmm.
Four, Jamie Hayter.
Okay.
Five, I don't know how to pronounce her name, is Tam Nakano from Stardom.
Okay. I think I know. I know who you're talking
Six
about.
is Athena. Six is Athena.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Seven, Deanna Perrazzo.
Ooh.
Eight, Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
Uh, Nine, Camille from NWA. And 10
Yeah.
is Jordan Grace.
Let's
This
go. Yeah. No 4 horsewomen. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time in 10 years that all four of them were not listed in top 10.
Yeah. I like
The
that.
four
That's
horsemen.
dope. That's dope. I like that.
Becky was number 29.
Ooh.
You want to hear something crazy? You're gonna get mad at
Whoa.
this. Ronda Rousey, 22.
Above Becky.
Wait.
Cool.
24 was Io Sky.
Okay. They should at least switch to Io and Ronda.
Yeah.
Ronda's above Becky. I don't know about the whole year, but Io should be higher than that. That's crazy. Io being in the 20s is crazy. Where's Oscar at? Did they say or no?
Let me find the list because I don't. That's all I know. That's all
Okay.
I
Let me see
I
if I find
remember.
it also. Okay, so I'm not mad at that. What Rhea's number one.
Yeah,
I could
that's
see the
crazy.
argument of people saying she doesn't deserve it. I could see the
Yeah,
argument. Um, but come on, it's Rhea.
she's been killing it though. I'm not saying
She
she doesn't
has been
deserve it.
killing it. She's been killing it. She is the leader of the Judgment Day.
Pretty much.
Like she's doing her thing. And if you think about it, you said it's from last year, October.
October 1st, 2022 to September 15th this year.
Mm, yeah,
October
because
1st last
this
year
is the year that
was,
she just won the Royal Rumble.
yeah, this is the year
Yeah,
she
you're
won it.
giving her. Yeah, you're giving this to her. You're giving her number one. Are you
I would
kidding
give it,
me?
yeah,
Are you kidding me? And then she stole the show at Mania.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Billy
you're giving it
Starks
to
was
her.
56. I'm just going through Twitter to see what people are saying
Okay.
to see if I can find people. Because I don't, I think you have to buy the magazine in order to see the full list, so you can't really see the full list on.
They wildin', BWI, you wildin'.
I know, yeah, that's the worst part because you can't really see it. Ooh, Ultraviolet 194. Let me see. Let me search up Oscar. Maybe that'd be easier to
Jamie
see.
being up there too is dope. I like that. I like that she's up there.
I mean, for her was like, oh, Oscar was number 11. Oscar was number 11, so she missed the top 10.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Charlotte was 21.
Yeah. Think
Makes
about it. What
sense.
has she done this year?
Ooh, Jade Cargill through AEW was 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roxanne Perez, number 15. Kyrie Sane, number 16. Tiffany Stratton, 25.
Okay.
Liv Morgan, 38. Bailey was number 41. Um,
Damn.
and Indy Hartwell was 46.
Okay.
Uh, and then
Alright.
let me try to see AEW's list to see who from AEW made it.
It's not like
I think Britt Baker was like 50 something, which was kind of
yeah.
crazy.
She hasn't been doing anything. She wasn't doing anything this year. It was really Jamie's year. You know what I mean? She really took
Yeah,
over
I mean
that.
she was out for a couple of months though,
Yeah.
so I'm surprised she. I thought she
For
would have
her
been like,
being out for her being up that high is crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it, but it's like she was out for like most of this year.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised they put her top 10 if they're basing it off of up to September. Because when did she get injured? Like beginning of the summer, right? I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm
So
surprised. I thought she would have been like I said, to 15.
question.
Yeah,
Masha was on the men's list because she competes against men. Is that why?
I didn't even know she was on the men's list.
Yeah, she's 15.
Really,
Yeah, you don't remember that? Yeah, she was she was number 15.
I never knew that. Oh,
Remember?
so yeah, for AEW
Yeah.
superstars, Chris Statlander, number 18, Taya Valkyrie, 26,
Okay.
Sheeta was 28. Yeah, Britt Baker was 36. Britt Baker was
Okay.
36. Soraya was 52. Soraya was 52.
Got you. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then yeah, you have a lot of other ones. You have Mercedes Martinez, 61, Ruby Soho, 72, Sky Blue, 89, Anna J, 111, um,
Yo, shout out to them,
Diamante,
man.
135. Yeah, and then a couple like a lot of independent stars in between.
Yeah. Damn,
So
but Athena top 10. That's crazy.
yeah,
She has been doing a lot this year, though. Ever since she got to Ring of Honor, she's been doing a lot.
yeah, that has been a lot.
People might look at that list and be surprised. Come on, she's doing a lot in Ring of Honor. She's a champ right now. You're
She's
just
been
not
holding it
watching.
down.
Yeah, you're
She
just not
had great
watching.
matches. You know what I mean?
If
If
you
anything,
got yeah,
she's holding down Ring of Honor. She's been
yeah,
holding it down since since Tony Khan put it on the Honor Club.
yeah.
Look at the matches she's had. Like the one that before this Honor against Willow Nightingale. You know,
Nah, facts.
that was a great match. She had another one against Kira Hogan on one of the Honor Club shows. That was a
Kira
banger
Hogan, what a
match.
woman. Yeah, I saw
That's
that one
she.
actually.
Yeah, it was insane.
Nah, yeah, she's been doing her thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't agree with this top 10, you're wilding. Just watch wrestling. Just watch wrestling.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah. I know people are
watch
gonna
the
complain that
television,
the
sir. I know a lot of people are complaining about Rhea though, because that's the only reason I knew she was number one. Because I just saw people already complaining about it. I was like,
no, I was
what's
gonna say the complaining about the Stardom people because like who people are gonna be like, oh, I don't watch Stardom. I mean,
that's
I've
on
heard
you,
Julia a
homie?
lot of times. She's the current. I think she's the New Japan Women's the U.S. champion, the one that's the
Gotcha.
New Japan Strong Women's champion. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Um, but
Yeah,
Mercedes
you
Monet,
got.
I don't know where she's at.
Well, she did break her leg in what, April? So she was
January, I think,
January.
or
Nah,
maybe
cause she
February,
debuted. She
March.
debuted in January, so maybe like March. And she
Yeah,
only wrestled like what, 3 or 4 matches. So you
yeah,
can't really
and she was
blame
out
her.
from like
Yeah,
the time she left WWE. So
yeah. So you can't really be mad at the women's top 10. Again, Becky didn't really do much this year, so she should be that low. You know what I mean? Like if you're mad about people being low, it's just because they haven't been doing that much this year, and that's
ooh,
okay because Becky was on fire for a couple years. They needed a year to let her just chill for a little bit.
let me ask you this. I want to
What's
put
up?
us on the spot right now. I want to put
Put me
both of
on
us on
this.
the spot right now.
Put me on the spot.
If we were to do like top 10 tag teams, if we were Pro Wrestling Insider, and we had to base it off of that criteria, but only between WWE and AEW and Impact, who would we put in that top 10? Did we? I feel like we did this already. Yeah, I feel like we did talked about this a while
I
back,
feel like
but
we talked about this, but FTR will be one.
yeah.
FTR will be one. The
Uh,
Usos would be two. Actually, no, hold up, because the Usos this year,
I would say KO and Sami Zayn,
yeah,
top five, probably three.
yeah, this year, yeah, you would have to
Um,
put. Does Aussie make the top five?
I
Aussie
would leave him out top five.
got.
I would
That's a
leave him
tough
out
one.
top five probably. Um, you know what I put in there?
Cool.
Adam Cole and MJF.
Okay.
I would put them in top 10,
Yeah, they did do a lot of stuff this summer. Not gonna lie.
and they're bringing on a tag team champion, so I would count them. That's a
Yeah.
criteria. They're a tag team put together, so that makes sense.
Damn, it's kind of tough
Um,
with tag teams. I'm trying to think like who was doing a lot this year. Because I feel like FTR held the belts all summer.
maybe Motor City Machine Guns. They're up there for sure. I put them top
You
five
would, yeah, they would have to be top five.
because they were doing stuff individually, um, and together. Um, I would even
That's
put
what's go. That's what's this thing with me right now. I can't remember like who was just tag teaming and then like who actually like won belts.
yeah, I would probably say the
The
Rascals.
Rascals are up there. They have to be up there. You can't take that
Maybe
away
the
from them.
Guns are good up there.
The
The
Guns
Guns,
are up there. They had a really
the
good year.
Acclaimed.
They had a really good year.
They have.
The acclaimed would be up there, maybe towards lower,
I would probably put them top
just because
15.
of
The
like the
Acclaimed.
tag. No, I would put them top five, but they're just lower than top 10. I
Yeah,
mean top 10, not top five. I'll put them
yeah,
top 10, but lower top 10, like maybe like an 8, 9.
yeah. Same thing. Um.
Oh, Alpha Academy. You gotta put them up
Oh
there.
yeah, Alpha Academy,
They're
Imperium.
they're up there. Imperium's up there. Alpha Academy's top 5.
I would
They
even put.
they did a lot
Um.
this year. They just didn't get no like didn't really get no credit for it because it
I
had
would
no
put the
belts
Creed
attached to it.
brothers. The Creed
Okay.
brothers are up there. They're a great tag team. They're like one of the tag teams that draw because again, it's basically as the criteria goes, influence on the sport company promotion.
Yeah.
So I think they put on a lot of great matches. I think they're one of the reasons why people watch NXT. If you
Yeah.
include Tony D'Angelo and his partner, even though they didn't really team much before the tag team belts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they'll definitely be in top 250, but I don't know about top 10. If you're including women's tag teams, I would put if Sonya Deville were still
So yeah.
healthy, I would have put them two in the top 20
Yeah.
because they were amazing. It just sucked that like she got injured. So I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
This whole tag team stuff is hard. We would have to. I would actually wait to see if that's actually a thing. So I don't even know if tag team
I
top
don't know if
list
it's
is
a
even a
thing.
thing.
But the Kingdom's up there. I would put them up there.
Ooh yeah. Hold on. Let me see tag team. They
Tag
gotta
teams is
have that.
tough. Tag teams is tough. I will
Oh,
tell you, I'm
they did
not.
it in February of this year.
Oh, okay.
That's what they do. I think they do it
And
earlier.
and of course it
Uh,
was FTR, the Usos, Young Bucks.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think February of next year will probably be when we're
when they do the tag again.
yeah,
I
most
will
likely.
tell you. I will tell you. I'm the men's one was crazy to me.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy
I
weird.
think that one was ridiculous. First of all, the Shield being top three, crazy,
They
crazy.
put Seth over Roman. I'm like, I get it. Seth had a great year, but like
Seth
over
over
Roman,
Mox.
yeah, over Mock.
Mox held that company fucking down. It should go Gunther, Mox, Roman, Osprey, Omega, Rollins.
Yeah,
That's
because I'm
exactly how the list should go.
because I'm looking at the
Rollins is
tag teams
still
from
up
20.
there, but
Yeah, yeah, he's up there,
how
but
is
it's like,
Osprey and Omega under him?
yeah,
I
yeah,
like I love Rollins. I love Rollins. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what the criteria had to be. I guess like you said, titles and wins because that man did not lose this year. Um,
he bounced back from last year though.
yeah, finally, but like he's not number one.
Oh, so
You know
for
what
the
I mean?
tag team,
Like that's
for tag
crazy.
teams, they did it. Wait, no, hold on. No, because I'm seeing 2022, but like there's also a 2023 list for tag teams, but like I'm so confused with this. I don't know. Because the last one that I see online that came out in 2022 of February, I don't know if they did it this year too. Um featured in 20 oh, because this featured in the 2023 this year, but it was for 2022.
Gotcha.
Okay. But I'm assuming February of 2024 will feature the top tag team in 2023. I think that's what they're doing
Yeah.
it off of. But for February for 2022, the Usos were number one, FTR
Yeah.
were number two,
Yeah.
and then the Briscoes were three,
Yeah.
Death
Cause
Triangle
that
or
was
for
last.
Lucha Bros.
Because that was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for
Because
2022.
FTR was off TV. They
Yeah,
were just doing Ring of Honor stuff. Remember, they do deserve to be on that list though because of the Briscoes matches and all that. But
Briscoes were
they
three.
didn't do that much to be number one. It
Yeah,
wasn't until this past April that they won the titles, and then after that they've been off to the races.
yeah.
So this year they'll be number one. Last year they were number two though. The
Oh yeah,
Usos
for
were
sure.
definitely number one. It was
I think
definitely
they'll
the.
switch. I think Usos will be number two.
I don't know because the Usos after Mania didn't really like do much, and then they
And they
broke
kind of
up.
split up now.
Yeah, so
But they'll definitely be top 10 though. But I don't know about
yeah,
number
they
two.
gotta be up there still
Yeah,
because they did tag for a little bit after, so they still
yeah,
gotta be
yeah,
on the list. Um, I mean they did pin Roman,
yeah. So that's something
so
big.
yeah, so they will be on that list. But they'll, like you said, probably top 10 because they weren't like really doing much. But yeah,
Yeah.
FTR
So
is
last
definitely
year,
taking number one
RK
this
Bro
year.
were still a thing. So
Oh
RK
man,
Bro. The Young Bucks were eight. The Good Brothers were seven. They're probably not going to be in top
yeah,
10 this year.
Good Brothers. That was when they were running the Indies, right?
Yeah, they were on Impact
Yeah,
AEW for a bit. Um,
the Good Brothers.
Aussie Open was 11. Then United Empire, Jeff Cobb, Great O'Connor were 12.
Yeah,
Um,
forgot about that.
then
Damn, shout Aussie man.
yeah, Aussie. Yeah, shout out to them. Then you got the Fukuoka Double Crazy with Hazuki Kojuma. I
Oh,
think
it's
the New
probably
Japan people.
yeah, most likely.
Oh no, they're women's tag teams. Oh, they're
Oh,
women.
okay.
Okay, did
Cause I
not
was
know
about to say
that.
I do not know who that is.
Yeah, they're female wrestlers for Stardom. Um, the Hex were number 9 last year. I haven't heard them in a while. I think they were signed to Impact for a
Okay.
bit. Um, Violence is Forever. Kevin Koo and Dominic. Yeah, Kevin Koo.
Yeah.
Then you had Toxic Attraction for 15. Street Profits at 13. Yeah. Why they have
Yeah.
this list up but not? Oh, maybe if I find the women's on this site, maybe that'll be.
Oh, like to
Hold
get the
on.
whole list.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find this. Hold up. Uh, Yeah. Uh, try to do as fast as I can,
Any
bro.
update? No.
uh, gotta search it up to see it. No, no, they don't have it up yet. No,
Nah, they don't have it yet. All right.
no, because it just came out, so probably maybe last year's. I could look up last year's.
Yeah,
But
probably. This year they probably haven't put it up yet. Probably wait a little bit before they put it up.
they don't have last year's either. Oh. Hmm. But I tried. But yeah, that's what the
I
top 10 for
tried.
women. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the top 10 for the women. The men's a different story, but the women I'm fine with.
I think the women's is fair.
Yeah,
Um,
the men's
it's
is
not that
crazy.
bad. But it was crazy that this is the first year in 10 years that the horsemen were not involved in the top 10. That was
Yes,
crazy to me.
that's actually a good thing. It shows that women's
But
wrestling is evolving in a
but it
good
makes
way.
sense too. Because
Yeah,
like we said, Monet was out for injury. Charlotte was popping in here and there, whatever.
yeah,
Becky Lynch was feuding with Trish for most of the year.
yeah. Who wanted to
So,
watch that?
yeah, then Bailey was just,
There, she was more the
yeah,
manager this year.
yeah,
She
exactly.
was,
So, like, makes sense.
yeah, definitely. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, to be honest. But yeah, the men's one, they need to shape up and think about that one again. I guess it does sound like a good headline to do. Like we put the Shield top 3, that'd be fire, right?
Yeah, that's probably what they thought. Like, oh, if we put the Shield top 3, it would look good on us.
And
That'd
then it
be,
was like, oh, we can't put Roman number 1 because that's too predictable. But then we can't put Moxley number 1 because they'll say we're on AEW's dick. Fuck it, put Rollins.
yeah,
That's exactly how that meeting
yeah,
went.
probably.
That's exactly how that meeting went. Because there's no way they put Rollins as number 1. That's crazy to me. Shout out to Rollins, putting his body on the line, killing shit, but you were not number 1 this year. And I don't know, man. That's how I look at it. You were top 10. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Even
Of
top
course.
5 probably, right? Because if it was Gunther, Mox, Roman, Osprey, Omega. Oh no, he would be 6.
Yeah.
It's
But
definitely-
shout out to Rhea though. She's only I saw the other day she
Hell
turned
yeah.
27. She turned 27. That's even crazier.
What am I doing with my life? I'm in a. She's chilling. She's
And we're
chilling.
talking about her on the
I'm
pod.
here talking about her and working for a nonprofit. What a fucking time. What a time.
Yeah, true. Shout out to her though. She deserved that shit. She's been having a
Hell
great
yeah.
year. Won the
Hell
Royal
yeah.
Rumble, won her Mania. She's undefeated
Facts.
at Mania. Oh no, she's not actually. Fuck. She lost the first one against Charlotte. Damn. That would have been cool though.
Yup.
That
They
would have
didn't
been
want to
cool
give
though.
her that W.
Damn, that sucks. But she has a winning record though.
Yeah, so give her
Yeah.
that at least.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to her though. That's pretty much what happened in the past week.
Yeah,
Not
facts.
much happened in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
We are though having a viewing party for
Yes, sir.
Crown Jewel on November 4th. If you're in the Queens or just in New York in general, want to come out to watch Crown Jewel in the afternoon for a brunch, come through to Cafe Bar and Bistro in Queens, New York to watch some wrestling and watch some Crown Jewel. We're also going to be sponsoring Wrestling Is Now New York Wins on December 2nd. The main event between Joey Conway and Lindsay Dorado in Queens Elkwood Lodge,
Elks Lodge.
I believe it's called. Elk Lodge, yeah.
Yeah.
On Queens Boulevard in Queens. So come through, watch that as well. Tickets are on, if you go to Wrestling Is Now on Instagram, their link to their tickets are in their bio. So you can go ahead and purchase tickets for that show. But yeah, we can just wrap it up there.
Yes, sir.
Episode 136 of the Ring Fanatics podcast. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host, Joel. And we will catch you guys next time.
Catch you.